Thank you for another episode of Tipsy Chef. Today we're going to do crawfish etouffee. So I have my crawfish here. This crawfish has already been picked, crawfish tails only. They've already been picked, frozen, and a little bit of seasoning that's been put in there. So that's what I'm going to use. So they're already defrosted, ready to go. The ingredient list is going to be green peppers, celery, and onion, which is the Holy Trinity down in New Orleans. So we're going to use that. I'm going to use some chopped tomatoes, garlic, Grace all-purpose seasoning, all natural clam juice. Going to use this mixed with water. That's going to be our sauce, oil and butter, and rice. We're going to serve this over rice. So I already have my pan over here heating up over medium heat because we're going to first saute our crawfish. But let me show you how I dice my green peppers. I have one piece left. So you run your knife through it like that. We want all this to be about the same size. So I'm going to do the onions, the green peppers, and the tomato about the same size as you see. Celery is about the same size. So let's do our tomato and cut the top and the bottom off. Throw that away. Slice it in half. We want to do it in quarters. So once we do it in quarters, then we just scoop out the seeds or slice out the core and the seeds. We don't need that. We don't need all of that juice for this. And a lot of times, sometimes the seeds can be bitter. That's why making tomato sauce, they add sugar to it because it's very acidic, if you will. So we slice that out. We use our spoon and we're going to scoop out the rest of the seeds. Do that with this. I'm just scooping it out in the garbage. Over here. And then we're going to do the same thing like we did with the green peppers. Little strips. Same dice. Strips. And the dice. Same thing. And actually, as I look at it, I may not use all of these tomatoes, but that's okay, you know. At least I have enough.
And cutting them the same size makes them cook
the same time. Yeah. Everything's gonna cook at the same time. So if you have a big piece of green onion or green pepper, if you will, I'm sorry, then you know all of it's gonna cook the same time. So I have my onion that I sliced in half, and just take the peel off. I think everyone knows this, but it's good to show you. Some people get intimidated about why you slice an onion, how you slice it this way and that way, and a lot of recipes tell you, you know, fine dice this, whatever. So I sliced it in half, took the peel off, you just go straight down. However big or small you want it in. We call these slicing in planks. Then you go across. My pan's getting very hot. Sorry, my pan is getting hot over here. Let me turn it down. And then you just go through.
But you don't cut off that.
Don't cut off the root end. If you cut off the root end, then all this is going to separate. So, you know, it's staying together. You want it to stay together. If this falls out, that's the size you want. That's fine. And then go straight down. And there you go. They're all nice, the same size. Same size as tomato, celery, and green peppers. Just a little bit in, and that's all we need. And as you can see, most of it is the same amount. I didn't measure it. I don't know. It's about a cup each. A little bit more onion is okay. Everybody loves onion. I love onion too.
Ooh, me too.
Onion and garlic. So why not put some garlic in there? So again, you just smash it. And garlic is a unique herb thing that when you smash it and then when you chop it in little pieces, it releases more of its flavor. So we're just going to chop this.
Nice.
You don't have to chop it really fine, too fine, because we're going to cook it enough that raw garlic flavor is going to be cooked out of it.
It's coming out. It smells good.
Yeah, you can smell it already. The aroma and everything. Same thing with onion. So.
That smell-o-vision.
you need to come up with that.
Right.
Sierra.
Isn't
you gonna go to college and become an engineer and come up with smell-o-vision?
You can smell the garlic through the TV.
Through the TV. Got my garlic ready. And now I have everything ready to go. I forgot to tell you we're going to use some flour. Did I tell you in the beginning we're going to use some flour and make a roux? Because we want to, so it's not going to be a thick gravy. Let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. It's not going to be a thick gravy, but we want it to be a little, you know, have some consistency to it. So we're going to use that. So as we get ready, as you know, thank you so much for joining me today on Tipsy Chef. Like, share, and subscribe. And I see you guys commenting. Keep commenting. If you want to sponsor any one of these videos or anything, just let me know. Alright, that being said, I'm going to add a little oil. My pan is hot.
Ooh. Ready to go.
A little bit of water in there. That's spitting out a little bit of water. We're going to do this on medium. And again, I told you this was already cooked. It was frozen. It's going to spatter a little bit because it still has some water in there. But on this stage, I just want to add a little saute to it. Yeah. I'm getting a good flavor too. So we can saute this for a minute. Again, this is a quick weekday meal, weeknight meal. Like I said, I already have the white rice already laid, ready to go. And we're just going to saute this for a minute or two. Turn my thing on, turn your stove on high. Evaporate that water that's in there. We're going to continue to saute this. Like I said, just for a minute. Not much, you don't need much. And again, this is on high. And it smells so good. Sarah, you like seafood? You used to like seafood, right?
No, I've never been a seafood
You never
fan.
liked seafood? It does smell good, though. To me, at least.
I had crawfish fries once, and they were really good.
Oh, really? Well, it's good. I like it. So we're going to just dump this in the bowl.
That wasn't too long at all.
No, not too long. Then we're going to reheat the pan, and then I'm going to saute the vegetables. So you have to clean it out, wipe it out. One pan dish, except for the rice. Put it back on there. I'm going to grab some butter, because I'm going to mix the butter and the oil to saute the vegetables. So I have some unsalted butter. You can use about 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter and about 3 tablespoons of oil. And I'm going to saute my vegetables in there. And again, you need the oil too to help with the roux. Because the roux is equal parts flour and equal parts fat. Whether it be butter or oil, it's equal parts flour and fat. So we get to this melt down. So as you do this, I want to hear from you guys. No one has been commenting on what kind of dish that they want to see me make on Instagram or YouTube. I'm curious. What do you want to see me make? I would love to cook it for you guys and post it on YouTube or Instagram. So come on, send me your comments. I'm cooking right now what I like to eat. So I saw this at the grocery store and I said I want to make me some crawfish etouffee. And that's what I'm doing for you guys. So we're going to add our greens. Peppers in the pan, nice and sizzling. Celery in the pan.
You said that's the Trinity for New Orleans?
Right, the Holy Trinity for New Orleans Creole, if you will, the Holy Trinity. In French cooking, they have a mirepoix, which is onion, celery, and carrots. And that's the base for a lot of their dishes. But in New Orleans and Creole cooking, this is their trinity for their dishes. Then I'm gonna add my garlic right here in the middle. Put it in the middle because I want to get it cooked a little bit because it's gonna go fast. I still have the pan on high.
Smells good.
Still have the pan on high.
You want to mix this with the crawfish?
Right. We're gonna season this. We're gonna put Old Bay. All-purpose great seasoning. Sorry, Grace.
Oh, that does smell good. I love when vegetables cook.
Yes, right. That brings a lot out in your protein too. I know you're vegan, as everybody knows in YouTube land, Sierra is a vegan. So anytime she smells or sees the vegetables cooking, she gets excited. Oh.
This is quick.
So we're going to keep this on high. I'm going to saute this down, and then I'm going to make the roux and add the crawfish. So alright, we let this saute for about 5 minutes. 7 minutes is nice and soft. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of our Grace all-purpose seasoning here. Eyeball 2. No, I'm going to measure it. I haven't put a lot of ingredient lists in my description box, so if you follow along.
Ooh, even that smells good.
Our Grace all-purpose. And again, this is not super salty. It just has a lot of spices and herbs in it. And then with that, we're going to add a couple of teaspoons of flour. We're going to make the roux along with the vegetables and mix it up and cook it out. One more. There we go. You don't want this sauce, you don't want this gravy to be super thick. At least I don't like it thick. I like it flavorful, but I don't like it thick. But you see how that bind it up when you put the flour in? So now a minute and a half just to cook that raw flour taste out. You just switch that around. We're going to add back our crawfish and the juices. We're going to add the diced tomato. And now the dish is coming together. It's coming right together right here.
Ooh.
Yeah, beautiful.
Right?
You got your reds, you got your greens, all of that, and the smell. So I think I add another half teaspoon. Again, season as you go. Not too much, a half teaspoon of an all-purpose Grace seasoning. We're done with that. We're still cooking out that raw flour, and you see I got a little fond on the bottom. We're going to deglaze that with the clam juice and a little bit of water. Look at that. So I got my clam juice, Bumblebee. All natural clam juice. This is concentrated seafood right here. Seafood juice, if you will. So I may see how thick this is.
Like half the bottle?
Half the bottle right now. If it's too intense, then I add the water. That's why I say the water come into play. So again, I have this on high. And we're going to make a nice little sauce. Need a little bit more clam juice. Thicken it out. I make you guys just use the whole bottle.
You could go to what is that? The Cheesecake Factory or the Cheesecake Bistro and get this dish for like $15 to $25.
Oh, okay.
You make this at home.
All right, let me bring it on over there. This is nice and fresh right here. It looks delicious, yep. That is the consistency I want. It's going there. It's getting there. not all gluey. It's nice and glossy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not too thick.
Not too thick. Yeah, it's still running a little bit. So we're gonna cook this for just another minute, 30 seconds, a minute, and we're gonna serve this over rice. So now, as I'm gonna tell you now, as you come on back, I'm gonna show you the plated dish. And I know your mouth is watering in YouTube land, because mine is watering right now too. It smells so good. It looks delicious. And look, see, almost done. Nice vegetables, tomatoes. You got the crawfish. If you never had crawfish, you need to try it in this dish, because I'm telling you, it's going to be delicious. All right, it's bubbling. This is ready. It's cooked down. It's not too thick, not too thin. And we're ready. We plated this. I had some white rice. So we plate this over here. This is our finished dish right here. Doesn't that look delicious?
How pretty.
I put some parsley on top. You don't have to do that, but I have the rice. And here we go. Let's take a taste. Mm.
You always make the same face.
Because it's so good. Sometimes I surprise myself.
I
and I've never used frozen crawfish tails before. But they're really good. They're really sweet. They're really juicy. And then the seasoning and the vegetables and everything come together so well. Try this quick and easy weeknight meal for your family. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. I thank you guys for joining me again for another episode of Tipsy Chef. I'll see you guys next time.